Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Skyxx148 Podcast episode. This is episode 12, and we are still going strong. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And if you don't
Merry Christmas to all.
Yeah, and if you don't support Christmas, then Happy Hanukkah, Happy whatever holiday you celebrate. Kwanzaa, whatever holiday you celebrate, you don't celebrate anything. Have a good New Year. If you'd like to follow me on social medias, you can follow me at Skyxx148 on Twitter and Instagram. Santa hat.
Bells.
I know. This was your cue to plug your socials.
Oh, gotcha. I was just enjoying the little. All right. Socials, Timber777 on Twitch.
Awesome.
It's Timber on YouTube with the space in the middle. It's about all I got to share as far as socials go.
Awesome. Yeah, so go follow us there if you want random content, because we definitely do not post about our podcast on those social medias besides this YouTube channel that we're on. Also, stay tuned for a holiday video on Christmas. I think you all will enjoy it because there is a little bit of effort putting into it and some interesting things to come.
Very interesting things, some of which may never have been expected.
And with this podcast, we are strong. We're here. We're back better than ever.
Beautiful, beautiful moments.
It is beautiful. So, Tim, what have you been up to since the last podcast?
Well, I had my first time working 4 days in a row in like over 3 weeks, man, because I've been having a lot of days off. So I worked 4 days in a row, and that was kind of like whoosh, man. Like I forgot how that feels a little bit. And like 2 of them were my full 3 to 10, 2 to 8 days, where usually I work 5 to 10 on weekdays, and I've been taking the past 2 weekends off. So that just felt really weird. It felt a lot more tiring. But other than that, I mean, got some new Funko Pops back here.
That's awesome.
Got a new book. It's called Washington and Hamilton, the Alliance that Forged America. It's got a lot more details in it, so I can truly enhance my knowledge on the Revolution.
Yeah. For sure. And I know
you got Michael.
You got stuff. I know you got your playbill coming. That's in my backpack right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Santa hats. Anyway, what have I been up to? Well, absolutely nothing. I went to Six Flags on Saturday with my mom, had fun, got Dunkin' sometimes, celebrating the holidays, doing some Christmas shopping. That's about it. Just having a good time, having fun, talking to Tim, playing Fortnite. And yeah, that's about it. We're happy for the holidays.
Holidays are almost here, man.
Yeah.
2 days till Christmas.
Yeah.
December seemed to just fly by this year, man, to be honest, didn't it?
It really did. It's just flying by now that I'm getting older, because personally, I don't count down the days till Christmas. Like, it was next week. No, it was this month, and then it was next week, and then it's on Friday. Like,
yeah, right. It's not really like a numerical value in your head. It's just kind of like, oh, this is to be coming at some point.
Right, for sure. And coming Christmas and getting older and mature, like, I want socks and underwear for Christmas. Like, that's
nice stuff to have, man.
It is. It really is. I mean, I got quite the big toy sitting on my shelf over there, so I shouldn't be complaining. But socks and underwear, yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So that was it for our introduction here. Let's go straight into. No, that wasn't. What will be in the podcast today? Of course, as you may have seen on the thumbnail, for 2 weeks it's been scheduled now. We are doing Frozen on Broadway. Now, this show, it was pretty okay. All right, I'm going to say that. It was good for adaptation, but more on that later. We will also be having 2 performance segments, a holiday song and a requested song, and that should be fun. And also just what's new, like a special new console. Yeah. So
you mean that there's a new console in the console war? Why?
Yes, there is, and it arguably could rival the PS5 and Xbox Series X.
I mean, because arguably the graphics are insane.
It is insane, and it boasts one feature that the Xbox and PS5 just don't.
There is a catch, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for it?
Yes. Should we say it together?
Yeah. I mean, it heats your damn chicken, all right?
Yeah.
Using the heat from the console with some other insulation features, I mean, you never have to worry about that cold chicken thigh again. You want to play some Fortnite, might as well throw the chicken in the chicken heater, you know? I mean, PlayStations can't do that.
Yeah, and I'm sure you can throw other stuff in there like chicken nuggets or fries,
anything really,
or something like that. I don't know. It's a good idea. Or you want some hot sauce, like some heated up barbecue sauce? I don't know.
There's a lot of practical uses for it.
There really is. But it's called the KFC console, if no one's known. KFC
console, I mean, it's weird.
It doesn't really flow, but no, it doesn't. I don't know. How much do you think it's going to retail for?
Honestly, I have a feeling that there's two ways they can go with this here. They can either be like, okay, we're taking a huge risk here, but I feel like it's gonna gain a lot of interest because of the fact that it's weird. We're gonna price it at $7.99, and they go for a high-end price on it, and people will maybe buy it, maybe less than if they were like, this is a huge risk here. I don't think a lot of people are gonna buy it, and they go for a low ball $1.99 or something like that. It really just depends how much attention they think that they're going to be drawing with this.
Yeah, I believe it has a GeForce RTX 300, something like that, it's a pretty good, I think it's a processor.
Something like that, yeah.
It's a processor, so I think that's pretty good, and that's a decent chunk of money itself. Ariana says $600. I mean, it's possible, but I mean, who knows? Who knows? And she also said, when we were young, we used to wake up at the crack of dawn for Santa. Yeah, very true. Fun fact, I used to wake up super early for Santa and go down and sort the gifts in categories. My sister, me, my mom. I was a little brat, okay? Anything like that you have?
No, not really. Usually I would just wake up and we'd all go sit in the living room. We'd sit in a circle and then, this one's yours. And we'd all have our own presents in front of us and we'd go in a circle and take turns unwrapping them and whatever.
Yeah.
That was pretty much the cycle.
That's awesome. Best gift you got, in your opinion? Excluding this year if you've already got stuff.
Of all time?
Mm-hmm.
Of all time, I think the best gift I ever got was the year that my dad bought me my first Six Flags season pass. That might have been the best gift ever because that grew into something way larger.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know what mine would be. I think it would be years where I got a crap ton of Legos. Because that was my crap.
Man.
Huge into Legos.
You can never have too many Legos, right?
I mean, no, not really. Especially with Mandalorian coming out. I want that Razor Crest.
Is it big?
Oh, it's decently big. It's $130. I mean,
like size-wise, like is it like tall?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, it's decently sized.
Gotcha,
You'd have to see it in person at the Lego store.
Oh, yeah. See, I've never been to the Lego store.
No. I mean, I'm mature more now, so I'm not like as much into Legos. But I mean, there's still things that pique my interest. I gotta tell you and say that.
Right.
Yeah, so you
never totally throw away your past.
No, you can't. So you have continued to watch Mandalorian, right?
Yes, I have made it through 30 minutes of season 2.
Oh, all right. So what's new with that?
Well, I've been hearing a lot of depression from many people around me. And it's kind of interesting for me because everybody was waiting for it and now I have it all at my disposal. So I'm really just leading myself up to the impending doom here because I know that something is going to happen at the end that's apparently sad, and I'm just on for the ride until it happens. And
Yep.
I have my theories as to what it is because it's mentioned. But yeah, that's what's going on with that right now.
Yeah, and because there's spoilers everywhere and the spoiler ban was lifted, so I'm sure you see plenty of stuff.
No, I've avoided it.
Did your favorite actors, characters, scenes, whatever change?
I mean, Baby Yoda is still just adorable. I mean,
Grogu.
obviously, Grogu. I am not calling it that. I'm calling him Baby Yoda.
Grogu.
I'm calling him Baby Yoda.
It's Grogu.
I will not be mandated to list him under that terminology.
Whatever. I think, if I was into cosplay, I think Mandalorian would be the one thing I'd want to cosplay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Get that skin tight suit.
It's not skin tight. It would just be.
It can be.
I mean, that's why I'd be cosplaying it. It would be custom tailored fit to me.
Right.
Yeah. I'd be Dad Bod Mando.
Dad Bon Mando.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Imagine taking the helmet off and he's a damn ginger. No one can top Pedro Pascal. We love Pedro.
Pedro.
I love Pedro.
Pedro.
I would love to see more of this. I can't wait to see more Star Wars content in general with Disney Plus because they really did that well. Jon Favreau revived that universe. That's one thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you probably can't speak much on it because, I mean, you're not a huge Star Wars Marvel fan, but
no,
it's a big thing
Marvel.
for us. Yeah, Marvel, because Jon Favreau pretty much did the whole MCU.
I'm like really into Marvel, but okay, pal.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. Jon Favreau revived it and made it amazing. Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. So the Hamilton book, you want to talk more about it? Go into more detail?
I haven't really started it yet, but it seems like it's just an entire story of the relationship between George Washington and Alexander Hamilton. There's a lot of dates, times, and places in there, and it's going to be a lot to read, but at least I'll know what I'm talking about for the future.
Right. Depending on when this book was written, do you think there's any Hamilton references in it?
Doubtful. I feel like with like a nonfiction book like this, I don't know if it's really nonfiction necessarily, but I feel like they wouldn't touch that really. Wouldn't really be a common thing to do. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not supposed to know, but I got no. That's a good idea from Ariana. Sorry. I got a Hamilton, like the official Hamilton the Revolution book that has like pictures of the show, lyrics, chapters, the making of the story, behind the scenes stuff. It's a Christmas gift that I'm not supposed to know about. So I will check it out on Christmas Day, but it's really cool. It's like an actual revolutionary book with the pages and all that. And it should be fun, man. It should be fun.
That's cool. It's cool.
Speaking of Hamilton, you ready to watch Hamilton?
Oh, yeah.
Although, I'm going to need some water. My voice cannot handle 2.5 hours. Yeah. So what Ariana said, we should have a Marvel versus Star Wars podcast. I mean, in the rights, is it worth doing that? I don't know.
I don't know jack about Star Wars, so that'd be an impossible task. I'd have to go on Star Wars fan wiki and just sit there and just mutilate my brain cells for 8 hours to jam-pack study that harder than I've ever studied anything in school. But I mean,
actually,
it's possible.
What would be good or cool? Imagine with Star Wars, because I never watched the prequels or anything, even though I did see like here and there scenes, but imagine, right? We watch all 3 of the prequel movies and then do a podcast on it. We watch all 3 of the original trilogy stuff. Oh, she says no, like Michael versus Tim. I mean, maybe. And then we watch all 3 of the new trilogy. I mean, of course, maybe we could span this out and make it like every other week. It's a Star Wars one to go over all of it. But I don't know. It's an idea. I don't think Tim looks much of a fan of that.
Not really. No.
Michael Star Wars versus Tim Marvel. You know,
But why?
That's an idea, but I also like Marvel, so there's no verses here.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, what else was I gonna go into? Do you have any other topics?
Not really, no.
Gotcha. Well, is there anything people in the chat want us to talk about? We'll give that a second because the chat to sync. Trying to get like a third eye with your Santa hat. My lord. You look very good with that.
I hope I'm still facing the computer.
No, you're facing your wall.
Which one? Nah, bro, I did not turn. You can't tell me that.
Yeah, you did.
I just see white. Oh, God.
You're facing your closet.
I have the camera.
She says, how about the Hamilton ball dance? What about the Hamilton ball dance? This is a reference when we in a chat. She says that you look amazing. This was a reference when me and Ariane were talking. Said we're gonna dance and sing to Hamilton, the choreography and all. And she thinks we're gonna have like a genuine ball dance. I don't know.
Confusion.
Press X for confusion. All right. So next segment is our first performance segment. Let's go, Tim. Are you ready?
Maybe.
How
Let
do
me
you
click my sexy link here.
Yeah, you do gotta click your sexy link with the sexy lyrics.
None of them are as sexy as you, Michael.
Oh my god.
Am I allowed to say that?
Wait till
Or are we going to get banned by YouTube?
We're not going to get banned by YouTube because YouTube doesn't give a shit about our channel.
That's very true.
Our channel of 215 subscribers, how would they care what we're saying? Although supposedly, did you know there was a bill passed that if there's a second of copyrighted music played, you could get a felony charge.
Oh, felony.
Yeah, a felony charge.
Oh, that's interesting.
Don't you think that's a little drastic?
I feel like that is quite a bit more than a little drastic.
That's a little sus, dude.
Dude, imagine that. Like, you get a felony and then you go to jail and you sit next to this, like, big, buff, Drax-looking dude, and he's just like, oh, what are you in for? I killed 8 people. And it's like, I accidentally played Elmo on my YouTube channel. And he's just like, are you shitting me?
See, I haven't looked very far into this. What if like a 3-year-old plays copyrighted content?
I know, bro. Like, what? Like, he accidentally plays something and then he just gets a felony, bro?
Or what if you're streaming the new game and you don't know that there's like a creator option to turn off copyrighted music, and then there you go, you got a felony charge.
Yeah, I feel like there's just a lot that can go wrong with that.
There's a lot that can go wrong. You're very correct. So that's why we are going to play shit tons of copyrighted music on our podcast, because YouTube don't care. Get those felonies, stack them up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, like I was saying, let's go into our duet. Are we going are we doing like what am I trying to say? Like switching roles?
No.
No?
Well, maybe.
Maybe. Gotcha.
Let's go with yes for now.
Yes, for now. Okay.
At the 20-minute timestamp, I'm comfortable saying that.
For sure. I mean, we got to extend the podcast a little bit to that hour mark, you know?
Yeah.
Although all of our content is not filler whatsoever, this is good content, 1 hour. Yeah.
Never filler. Never that.
Never, ever.
Never enough.
Never enough. Never enough.
Michael, I thought the Greatest Showman podcast already ended.
Yeah, I know. I know. Okay, but that was a decent good amount of vibrato right there from
Yeah, man. Yeah.
sometimes I just pop off without even knowing it. Although I don't know if that was popping off because I hear myself to an extent, but I could just sound like a complete shit on the other end.
You'll never know. You know what I mean?
I'll never know. No, I won't. All right, now
Without further ado,
without a shadow of a doubt, let's actually get to what we were trying to get to like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, sounds good. Does this sound good, by the way? I mean,
it sounds fantastic.
That's awesome because I don't want to like have my mic up here and sound very bad,
Like a 7-year-old after he gets pump shotgunned in Fortnite.
Yeah. Read. Okay, without a doubt. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, and the fire is so delightful. And since there's no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. In the meadow we can build a snowman.
Oh, man.
And pretend that he is Parson Brown.
He'll say, are you married? We'll say,
no man, but you can do the job when you're in town.
When we finally kiss goodnight.
Oh, I hate going out in the storm.
I know, but if you really hold me tight,
so tight, all the way home I'll be warm.
Later on, we'll conspire as we drink
sugar plums by the fire, the face of a friend,
the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland.
Let it snow,
walking in a winter wonderland.
Let it snow,
walking in a winter wonderland.
Wow.
That was I think that was pretty decent.
That was decent. That was very good, actually.
Thank you.
On your end, at least. I don't know about myself.
Thank you. I mean, we could play it back and listen.
Yeah, obviously.
Or just sing it later when we're both in person. All right, are we gonna go? Let's go for that roll switch now.
All right. Let's go. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening, a beautiful sight. We're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, and the fire is so delightful. And since there's no place to go, let it snow. In the meadow we can build a snowman.
Oh, man.
And pretend that he is Parson Brown.
He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no man.
So man,
but you can do the job when you're in town. When we finally kiss goodnight.
Oh, I hate going out in the snow.
I know, but if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Later on, we'll conspire as we drink.
Comes by the fire.
To face a friend, plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland.
Walking
in a winter wonderland.
Wrong angle again.
Oh, what a
Thank
finish.
you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching our performance segment. Tune in later for Michael in the bathroom and whatever Tim comes up with.
Yeah, we'll figure that one out.
Yes, we will. So now, let's just configure this back up. You like my singing microphone and versus just talking microphone? Gotta love it. We're back. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So without a shadow of a doubt, we're going to get to the Frozen on Broadway portion of this. You know, what's in the thumbnail? AK, the thing that me and Tim both stayed up late, maybe him a little later, watching last night. And, you know, let's start off. What are your starting thoughts of the show?
Obviously it's an adaptation, so you're going to make drawbacks to the original. Now, for me, I haven't seen the original in a while, so it wasn't as prominent in my mind, but I was kind of remembering pieces from the original story that kind of seemed a little bit weirdly portrayed, but otherwise it seemed like a decent retelling.
Yeah, I have to agree. It was a decent retelling, and I think, you know, of course, when the movie came out, people thought it was a good storyline, but seeing it on Broadway, it seemed like they told the story better.
Yeah.
Like, they changed it in a really good way.
Yeah, it definitely was different.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. So, what was your favorite song? Because there were new songs in this.
You don't want to know.
I do want to know.
Huga. I vibe that song, man.
Absolutely.
That guy had a great voice, surprisingly. I was expecting him to be one of them Broadway characters that's just there to be the clown, and he can't actually sing, but all of a sudden this man just starts popping off. And I was like, okay, I respect that.
Right. Personally, mine was the duet between Kristoff and Anna singing "What Do You Know About Love?" Like that really popped off to me. And by the way, we watched a certain version that was a second cast. It was, I don't know her name, but it wasn't Cassie Levy Elsa. And there's a female Olaf, and yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, the Anna and Kristoff in our performance just popped off and were really good. And it's kind of tied with Prince Hans of the Southern Isles, his first song, because it's all so-so, but then he hits that one, like, the high note, and it's just blows you all the way.
Yeah.
And I get, like, musical theater, like, the opposite of cringe. Like, that good feeling. Musical theater, good feeling.
Yeah, right.
Hearing that. It's like that good musical theater belt.
Always.
Oh, yeah. What is your favorite scene?
My favorite scene, I really like the scene where I'm like 98% sure it's an animatronic.
Which one?
Sven?
Sven?
Yeah.
That's not animatronic.
Is that like a real horse?
No.
What is it?
It's a person in the costume, puppeteering
There's
it.
one person controlling that thing?
Uh-huh.
Do you mind explaining to me how that works?
I don't exactly know, but I can refer you to a video where it shows the dude getting ready.
Yeah, I would love to see that because I thought it was an animatronic.
No. That would be cool, but no. The movements were too fluent and
yeah, that's what I was thinking. But yeah. I really liked the scene where he made his entrance. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah. I have to say that was good. Like get like Sven and Kristoff's entrance. That was a good way to show Anna and Kristoff and foreshadow that. Versus before it wasn't there. Yeah. And would you like to give us what you said earlier about how he intentionally falls?
Oh yeah. So at a point, Hans purposely, I guess I should say, falls directly onto a rolling cart, which then rolls into Anna, and she falls on top of him. Now, there are a couple ways you could think about this. You could either think of this as he purposely did it because he was plotting to get that interaction with her right off the bat, or you could think maybe it's just not practical for them to send a rolling cart flying into the back of his legs while he's standing on the stage, and hopefully it hits him right and he falls back down onto it. I mean, could go either way, but
Mm-hmm.
I definitely feel like the way that they did it with the rolling cart and everything definitely seemed intentional to me.
Unfortunately, this isn't Hamilton, so not everything has a meaning, but we could like to think that at least.
Yeah.
What do we already? Yeah, we already went over favorite song scene. Oh, my favorite scene would be when Anna is completely frozen. The way they have all the ensemblists in white costumes and how they're dancing and move and how it just all lines up in the scene is just perfect. I mean, although I think it would be even better if I actually saw the whole scene.
Speaking on that, though, it was also really cool right after she shot Anna for the second time and everything went red and it just kind of like she took up that dark thing. That was like a really cool scene too. Like the way that they used the lighting and everything to go
Mm-hmm.
from the ice and then to the red and the darkness. And then later on, it goes back to that icy thing with all the frozen stuff. It's really cool.
It really is cool. I really enjoyed it. Or when she struck Anna as a child and some sort of bed drape thingy came down and the lighting
Yeah.
completely changed in the mood. It went from happy, joyful to like the parents coming in just
There were a lot of moments in there where they completely changed stuff in like the split of an instant. And it was like, dang, like, that was impressive.
I think it works.
It works really well.
It's a good story beat.
Takes you by surprise.
Yeah. I already know this one, but what's your favorite character?
The shopmaster, whatever his name truly is, he's hilarious.
Oakenshield.
And I am very glad that they gave him a prominent role in the musical because he did not necessarily have one in the film.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciated that they took his character further.
For sure. It was a really good way to open up the first act with nude people.
Yeah, man.
Also, if you guys want to go watch this Frozen Broadway show, it is on YouTube and there are some good slime tutorials available. So just look up Frozen, the Broadway musical, and you'll find it. It's like literally one of the first videos before official promotional material. I think it's good. My favorite character, Anna and Elsa were good, but like they're just cliche. I really liked Kristoff, in my opinion. In the one we watched, he sang amazingly, and I loved it.
Another character that I did enjoy that had a way less role, but like the leader of the trolls or the rock. I don't know what exactly they're portrayed as, but he was pretty good, like his singing and stuff.
Yeah, I
like
like
what little he did do.
I really much more like how they were portrayed in the show. How they have to have a certain call to call them. And I don't know, I just feel like it was portrayed well. Imagine seeing it in the theater and seeing them all surround the stage and he was in the back with the light up eyes. I think that'd be kind of cool. It also gives me love at first fright feels.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Yeah. How is the acting in this show?
I mean, it was mostly pretty good for the most part. Obviously they're little kids, there can't be much said there, but I feel like they could have had a better young Elsa in the show that we watched. She
Mm-hmm.
didn't seem to have as much emotion as Anna did. Anna just seemed very energetic, Elsa seemed more subdued, even when she was supposed to be equally energetic and playful.
I think that was actually a character choice just because that continued with Elsa throughout the whole
Right,
show.
but like at the beginning, it's supposed to show them being playful and whatever, and they're having fun before she shoots her. And it just seems like Elsa's kind of not as energetic, the actor at least.
Yeah, I see that. I mean, I don't think it's that bad. I think the acting in the show was good for the most part, but I mean, it's Frozen. They weren't given much because it's a kids movie translated into a kids Broadway show essentially. They're trying to appeal to the kid demographic. Oh, I forgot to say that also one of my favorite songs is "Love Is an Open Door." Love that. Love is an open door. The way they sing that is amazing. And the dance break, how they do the different crap.
The harmonization chills, dude. Every time, man. It's like
I know. I love it. I seriously, absolutely love it. It's amazing.
Fire.
Yeah, in our performance, we had the female Olaf. Oof, what do you think of this? I'll go first. Sorry, I wasn't a fan. I mean, she did all right with vocals and everything, but I just wasn't a fan. I think Olaf should be for that Josh Gad higher, funnier kind of character. It didn't really fit with a female voice.
Yeah, it just really seemed like they picked some random chick to do it. I don't really understand why she was their best fit for Olaf. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
If they couldn't have found any male that would have been a suitable singing job for Olaf.
Like they have the Book of Mormon on Broadway. Josh Gad originated the role of Elder something. I forget his name, but that there's plenty of people out there that can play a Josh Gad-esque role. So I don't know. I can see them getting a better Olaf. That's just
definitely
me. Standout characters.
Well, you know who my standout character is.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Mostly just because of the fact that he wasn't really developed in the film, so it made it a lot more noticeable when he was developed in the musical.
Yeah, woohoo! Pick some up below out. 50% off everything, something like that. Fresh produce, right? I'm sorry, I'm being cringy right here. How was the set pieces, costumes, and props?
I mean, are we talking lighting here too? Because the lighting was really amazing.
Everything theatrical.
Yeah, I mean, the lighting was great. I loved the costume for Sven. Now that I know that it's a costume, costuming was really good. Like the way that they did the changes on set sometimes, like out on stage, was kind of cool to kind of see that transformation. It's not just like they come off stage and they come back out a different thing like it usually is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have to agree. My favorite like set change was when Elsa was running away, and she running away from the castle, and she got to the mountains. She touched the side of the proscenium arch, and then you can see the ice going up and across the proscenium arch onto the other side. And all of a sudden, you see all the mountains glow up, and then just one final like ice burst, and like that was a really smooth transition. It reminds me of like the Netherworld from Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
I found very enjoyable. I mean, I don't know. I would have liked to see a better castle set. Or like inside the castle. I mean, I didn't find that to be super appealing in my opinion. I mean, it worked for what they were going for, but it didn't work for me. But towards the end, it worked. That all worked.
Yeah, it got better.
It did get better. Do you ever just watch like the curtain call of the shows after, if they're not like in the bootleg? After I watched Dear Evan Hansen, the bootleg 6, Be More Chill, all that, I would go and watch the curtain call, like that someone officially recorded, and I would kind of like get that feeling of the happiness at the end of the show.
Yeah,
I thought it was really nice, pretty smooth. Yeah, for sure. What was the oh shit moment?
For me, the oh shit moment was during Let It Go, when she like snapped her arms back, dude, and the entire costume changed in that second. Everything went icy blue and white, and I was like, whoa! It was so sudden and instant. That was really cool. I specifically remember that.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, set piece wise, there wasn't any big oh shit moments, in my opinion. But yeah, that's definitely the oh shit moment that we're thinking about, and really like it. Did it tell the story better than Frozen? Yes, I believe so.
Did it tell the story better? I mean, honestly, yeah. they did a lot more with it. I feel like little small things that couldn't as easily be done with an animated movie takes longer to do, whereas they're actors on a stage. They can tell the story a lot better. They're real
Yeah.
people, you know?
Although I think they tell the story better. You got to put it in perspective. This is for Broadway and the Broadway audience of people. The movie is just for like kids everywhere.
Right.
So this is the theater kids Frozen that we have for ourselves. And, you know, sadly too, it closed on Broadway because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad moments.
It is a sad moment. So what are some specific elements done better in this production than the movie?
I mean, I guess they did a lot better job of explaining Elsa's development of being concealed and trying to hold in her powers. At the same time as showing Anna wanting to hang out with her, and then it kept transitioning back to the conceal don't feel thing, like all the way up until the coronation. I feel like that was a lot better progressed in the musical adaptation than in the film.
I think the parents' death and how the parents' death affected them was done better in this
Right.
show. Because we saw them die in like the choreography symbolized manner, but it was more understandable than I think it was just a picture of them on the wall.
Am I the only one that got really depressed when he went to give her a hug before he left and she couldn't hug him? And she just like did a little curtsy thing and then he just dies and I'm just like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
Never got that hug.
No, I mean, if I was Elsa, I'd feel like complete crap for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that would haunt you for the rest of your life. But I guess we'll never know because it's just a Broadway musical. I have a lot of comparison questions in here. Any comparisons from movie to musical?
I feel like I'm just rejuicing the same topics, honestly,
Yeah.
such as making more small characters more prominent, like the trolls, the shopkeeper. I like the way that they had Sven on the stage a lot, considering that was kind of like a thing that maybe might not have been as easy to pull off. It did feature him a lot, so I mean, kind of like that. What they did
Comparison
with
still got the Sven voice that Kristoff does. Still singing "Let It Go." Although I don't like how the first act was paced out. To be honest,
Yeah, it was kind of weird the way that it just ended on "Let It Go."
you know, I think they were pushing it to be "Let It Go." Like I thought the first act was gonna end when the previous song was like the mob song, and Hans puts a sword in the air, and that would be the perfect part to cut the lights, and first act ended. But then it wouldn't make sense to start off with "Let It Go."
Right.
I mean, it's a good choice in the end, but you know, they did what they did. What's next? Is the music better? I think the music's better in the show. I mean, they're sing with Broadway-esque voices, and there's just more music.
Right.
Pop music.
It's just naturally going to be better.
Because it's a musical on Broadway, of course.
Exactly.
Of course. Did the lyrics sound better adjusted? Because they did change lyrics in like It's Coronation Day and some other songs. They were good, just a little weird when you know the lyrics.
Yeah. Can't relate, but yeah.
I'm just gonna skip some of these. Oh, it does. Oh my god, the Broadway orchestra in this really popped off.
That is true.
Especially during "Do You Want to Build a Snowman?" The orchestra was popping off while she was singing her song. The feel of live orchestra music. Love it.
Truly exhilarating.
It's exotic. Like there was this. I keep going back to Beetlejuice. When I was in Beetlejuice,
Exotic.
like, during the whole being dead thing, there was a certain sound of like a cowbell in the background towards the end of the song that just isn't apparent in the cast album. And I'm like, damn. I wish that was there because yeah.
Little things like that.
And Beetle just said, "Hey folks, begging your pardon, welcome to the Winter Garden." That slight lyric change just made me feel like, damn, I'm home, I'm here.
Yeah.
How was the love arc with Kristoff and Hans? How'd their love go? I think it was well developed. Because I felt like the love between Kristoff and Anna in the movie seemed more forced.
Yeah. It definitely did. It felt like she was more obligated to love him because of the fact that he helped her and whatever. Whereas in the musical, it seemed a lot more like they actually developed a bond and a relationship throughout the events.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I mean, Hans, I think their love was really good, but the twist the twist didn't work that he was evil. It just came about, and there wasn't anything like really leading, foreshadowing heavily. He was all for Anna and helping Anna, even with when he was the king of Arendelle for a little bit. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that one. Would you see it on tour? Yet this was on tour in Chicago.
I probably would, depending on the ticket price. Obviously.
I mean, there's other shows I would see. Like I would see Beetlejuice, Hadestown, Hamilton. There's shows I would see before I would go see Frozen. But it's like if I got good ticket prices or if I had like a Broadway pass of some sort, a Broadway in Chicago, I would go see it. Why not? You know, and get a nice playbill. I actually own a Frozen playbill, an opening night playbill with the OBC. That might be worth some moolah as soon as that show is officially closed and all that and la da la da. Should there be a Broadway sequel with Frozen 2? Should they turn Frozen 2 into a Broadway show? What do you think?
I feel like that'd be really difficult to pull off.
Yeah, I think it might
be
difficult.
Mostly because of the fact that Frozen 2 wasn't nearly as successful as Frozen 1.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, also due to the fact I don't think there's ever been like a sequel to a show on Broadway, just revivals. I mean, I can see them pulling
hard to do.
I can see them pulling a Harry Potter because they have a Harry Potter show. I don't know if it's on Broadway or like off Broadway, but pretty much they have the first show that's 1 act and 2 acts, and you come back and pay the price of another ticket, and you watch a first act again and a second act again, and you get like a whole story over 4 different acts. And I think that might be able to be pulled off. I would love to hear Into the Unknown.
Into the Unknown. Just start screeching ever lovingly loud into the microphone. Closer and louder. Whoa!
Is that good?
Blow us all away, am I right? Woo!
Blow us all away.
Man, that was something.
Yes, it was. Okay, well, let's save the Hamilton for later. Okay?
Headphone users.
Yes. Don't worry, people. If you're wearing headphones, I won't do it again.
He promises.
Yes. Actually, when I'm singing my next song, I'm just gonna put the mic directly by my mouth, and that's it. I'm even gonna take this cover off, so there's no there's nothing to protect you.
Don't do that.
I will do that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so does it compare to the original Broadway stories and material? Wait, what do I mean by that? No. I mean, okay, yeah. What I mean by that is, does this show hold up compared to other shows that have like original source material and an original story?
I think it's better than a lot of them, to be honest.
That's true. It could be said.
But that I don't know a whole lot of other ones necessarily, so I can't make specific judgment calls. But I feel like they did do a really good job, and I feel like it would stand above the rest. At least to an extent.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, yeah. I right now, while it was on Broadway, I don't think it was one of the best by any means, but it rivals. Anyway,
Yes, sir.
last thoughts. Your closing thoughts of Frozen.
I think I've just about laid down all my thoughts, man. How about you?
Yeah, same. I recommend go checking it out. Just look up Frozen on Broadway on YouTube, and if you want to watch it, watch it. It's on the shorter end of Broadway shows, but
It's like an hour and 40 minutes.
yeah, I mean, I don't think it's bad at all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our Frozen. That is the end of our Frozen segment, and we are about to go into our next singing segment, which I think Tim should start us off.
No, I think I should not.
I think Tim should start us off. We gotta make some viewers wait for what they want.
All right. Here's the deal. I have nothing prepared, so
All
I'm
right.
going to my instinct. I'm pulling up Cabinet Battle number 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the whole thing on my own.
All right, bet. You take it away.
All right, let's do this, guys. Woohoo! Ladies and gentlemen, you could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us in New York City. Are you ready for a cabinet meeting, huh? The issue on the table. Secretary Hamilton plans to assume state debt and establish a national bank. Secretary Jefferson, you have the floor, sir. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We fought for these ideals, we shouldn't settle for less. These are wise words, enterprising men quote them. Don't act surprised, you guys, cause I wrote them. Ow, but Hamilton forgets his plans would have the government assume states' debts. Now place your bets as to who that benefits. The very seat of government where Hamilton sits.
Not true.
Oh, if the shoe fits, wear it. If New York's in debt, why should Virginia bear it? Our debts are paid, I'm afraid. Don't tax the South, cause we got it made in the shade. In Virginia, we plant seeds in the ground. We create. You just want to move our money around. This financial plan, it's an outrageous demand, and it's too many damn pages for any man to understand. Sit with me in the land of the free and pray to God we never see Hamilton's candidacy. Look, when Britain taxed our tea, we got frisky. Now imagine what's going to happen when you try to tax our whiskey. Oh, thank you, Secretary Jefferson. Secretary Hamilton, your response. Thomas, that was a real nice declaration, but welcome to the present, we're running a real nation. Would you like to join us, or stay mellow doing whatever the hell it is you're doing, Monticello? If we assume the debts, the union gets a new line of credit, a financial diuretic, how do you not get it? If we're aggressive and competitive, the union gets a boost, you'd rather give it a sedative? Hey, a civics lesson from a slaver. Hey neighbor, your debts are paid cause you don't pay for labor. We plant seeds in the South, we create. Yeah, keep ranting. We know who's really doing the planting. And another thing, Mr. Age of Enlightenment, don't lecture me about the war. You didn't fight in it. You think I'm frightened of you, man? We almost died in the trench while you were off getting high with the French. Thomas Jefferson always hesitant with the president, reticent. There isn't a plan he doesn't jettison. Madison, you're mad as a hatter, taking medicine. Damn, you're a worse shape than the national debt is in. Sitting there, useless as two shits. Hey, turn around, bend over. I'll show you where my shoe fits. All right, that's what I got for you.
Amazing! Woo! All right, and now the song that I have prepared. The one and only Me in the Bathroom. I'm just Michael in the bathroom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's start it. Tim, have fun with your little break.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. I am hanging in the bathroom at the biggest party of the fall. I could stay right here or disappear, and nobody'd even notice at all. I'm a creeper in a bathroom, 'cause my buddy kinda left me alone. But I'd rather fake pee than stand awkwardly or pretend to check a text on my phone. Everything felt fine when I was half of a pair. Now through no fault of mine, there's no other half there. Now I'm just Michael in the bathroom, Michael in the bathroom at a party. Forget how long it's been, I'm just Michael in the bathroom, Michael in the bathroom at a party. No, you can't come in. I'm waiting it out till it's time to leave, and picking at grout as I softly grieve. I'm just Michael, who you don't know, Michael flying solo, Michael in the bathroom by himself, all by himself. I'm hiding, but he's out there, just ignoring all our history. Memories get erased, then I'll get replaced with a newer, cooler version of me. And I hear a drunk girl sing along to Whitney through the door. I wanna dance with somebody, and I feelings sink, 'cause it makes me think, now there's no one to make fun of drunk girls with anymore. Now it's just Michael in the bathroom, Michael in the bathroom at a party. I half regret the beers, Michael in the bathroom, Michael in the bathroom at a party. As I choke back the tears, I'll wait as long as I need till my face is dry, or I'll just blame it on weed or something in my eye. I'm just Michael, who you don't know, Michael flying solo, Michael in the bathroom by himself, all by himself. Knock, knock, they're gonna start to shout soon. Knock, 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 knock. Oh, hell yeah, I'll be out soon. Knock, 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 knock. It sucks you left me here alone. Knock, 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 knock. Here in this teenage battle zone. Clang, 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 clang. I feel the pressure blowing up. Bang, 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 bang. My big mistake was showing up. Splash, 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 splash. I throw some water in my face, and I am in a better place. I go to open up the door, but I can't hear knocking anymore. I'm pushing it. I'm going. And I can't help but yearn for a different time. But then I look in the mirror and the present is clear, and there's no denying I'm just at a party. Is there a sadder sight than Michael in the bathroom at a party? This is a heinous night. I wish I stayed in home bed watching cable porn, or I just off myself instead. Wish I was never born. I'm just Michael, who's a loner, so he must be a stoner. Drives a PT Cruiser, God, he's such a loser. Michael flying solo, who'd you think that you know? Michael in the bathroom by himself, all by himself, all by himself. And all you know about me is my name. Awesome Hardy, I'm so glad I came. Okay. I don't think I did too good there, but there you go. I tried. I can't hear you.
No?
Now I can.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we made it to an hour with no filler content.
No, we didn't. Just a 5-minute song. Yeah, so that was the end of our performance segment. Unfortunately, guys, we have nothing left for you today. If you would like to follow me on social media, follow Skyxx148 on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you want. And Tim, plug your socials.
Timber77 on Twitch.
Yep, that's it.
YouTube.
Ladies and gentlemen, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And if you don't support that, then Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year. Make sure you tune the next week's episode because I believe we will be doing The Prom on Netflix, right? Maybe?
Yes, sir.
All right, sweet. And other than that, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.